Hello and welcome to In Case You Missed It, the Friday edition, wrapping up what happened in healthcare this week. Let's start out in Texas, where lawmakers have passed a bill enabling private citizens to sue providers of abortion pills, including those located out of state. This bill creates a civil enforcement mechanism that allows people to sue any individuals or entities that intentionally manufacture, distribute, mail, or otherwise provide abortion medication. A minimum awards for damages of $100,000. Women who take this medication for miscarriages, as well as doctors and hospitals that are issuing these medications for emergency support. In addition, postal workers, transportation companies, private delivery people, all are exempt from this issue, but it is creating quite the anxiety in Texas as critics are talking about this turning neighbor against neighbor with $100,000 plus on the line. A lot of concerns on how this will be enforced, how this will be brought up in the community, and who will be accusing who of these things. Let's move to Florida now, where they are eliminating all state level vaccine mandates, including those for schools. Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo said this, quite inflammatory. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Big words for that. This move comes ironically as a group on the West Coast made up of California, Oregon, and Washington formed the West Coast Health Alliance with the goal of providing consistency of vaccine guidelines. A Supreme Court decision has allowed the National Institutes of Health to cut nearly $800 million of research funds, particularly affecting studies related to diversity and inclusion. Cuts included investigations into HIV prevention, vaccine hesitancy, and gender identity. This was another emergency hearing conducted at Supreme Court at the Trump administration's request after it's been blocked by a lower judge. In fact, in the 20 weeks since the Trump administration took office, this is the 19th emergency appeal that's been heard, almost every one of which has gone the way of the Trump administration. It's getting pretty hot for HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's facing bipartisan scrutiny at the Senate Finance Committee hearing. He was criticized for what's happened at the CDC, the director leaving, lots of other executives leaving, appointing vaccine skeptics and making false claims about the mRNA vaccines. It's providing serious harm, and we're hearing a lot of people in the Senate calling for his resignation. The voices keep getting louder. Of course, he has been a loyal subject of this administration, so he's not likely to go anywhere soon, but the temperature is rising on that seat for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And closing it out with a little bit of preventative health news. Routine eye exams are showing some promise in detecting Alzheimer's disease. What we're seeing is the research is showing that vascular changes in the eyes are occurring at the same time as changes in the brain. So they are looking at eye exams as a way to do some early detection of Alzheimer's. So don't skip your next vision check. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. See you next week.